Hi guys and ladies, it's December 28th, but it's warm out here. I hadn't planned on fishing today. Well, let's give it a short try despite howling winds and muddy water, and when we come in, we'll make spaghetti and meatballs. I mean spaghetti squash and meatballs. I'm gonna make my first cast right here off the dock. Yes! Finally! Oh! I got one! Ah! This is the first fish I've caught in over a month. And look at it! My favorite, a perch. Okay, I'm eating them. Well, I'll fillet him anyway and put him in the freezer for another day. This is what I use to catch that perch on. It's just a jig with a little plastic tail, and I've got a few mealworms on there, baby mealworms. Whoa! Under the boat! I got one. Oh, it's a gill! All right. I was rowing to a new spot, and then all of a sudden, I had the line in the water, and of course I caught a bluegill. Let's get in the house. The weather is turning terrible. It's getting windy. It was great to catch fish again after such a long drought, but the show was supposed to be about getting my pasta fix. You see, I grew up eating some sort of pasta at least once a week. Well, since I started watching my carbs 20 years ago, well, I miss spaghetti. And I think I found a really tasty low-carb replacement. Spaghetti, squash, and meatballs. Let's start on the meatballs. I'm going to start off with over a pound of ground beef here. Here I've got 1/3 cup of pecorino romano. Of course, you could use Parmesan. Now I've got about the same amount of breadcrumbs. These are not ordinary breadcrumbs. You know me by now. These are low-carb breadcrumbs. You could use almond flour or even ground pork rinds. It's just a filler. Let's put in 2 eggs. Here I've got 1 heaping tablespoon of basil pesto. This is kind of what it looks like in a jar. The Romano or the Parmesan is salty, but it still needs a 1/4 teaspoon, so let's add that. I love a good amount of freshly cracked black pepper. Now, there's an Italian law that says you have to use your hands, and the hands have to be wet to mix meatballs. So let's get in there and just do our thing. That basil pesto provides all the herbs you need for this. Oh, the fragrance. I'm using this ice cream scoop to get a uniform size on my meatballs. For this recipe, I want them sort of small. Here I've got my skillet with about a 1/3 inch of oil in it. Cooking oil, you could use anything. You could use olive oil, you could use peanut oil, you could use canola. You could bake these, but there's just something about fried. I got 19 of these. You have to keep turning these until they're really nice and brown. It helps to have tongs. I'm taking these out now. They seem to be done. I'm just going to transfer them to this plate, and then I'll keep them warm in the oven and get on with our special sauce. I've got a new sauce this time, Alfredo. I've done a spaghetti squash recipe before, about 3 years ago, but never with this kind of sauce. I've never made an Alfredo sauce before, so let's see how it comes out. I'm going to start with a whole stick of butter. Now I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic. I got this from the jar, the lazy people's way. I'm going to saute it a little in this butter until it's really fragrant. Our garlic is smelling wonderful. Now I'm supposed to add 2 ounces of cream cheese. Our cream cheese is melted, but it looks, I don't know, a little bit separated or lumpy. Anyway, I'm supposed to put in 2 cups of heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. Same thing. Now I'll really whisk. I've got a gentle simmer going on here. And look, I have 1.5 cups of pecorino romano. As usual, you can use just Parmesan. Let's get it in. We're going to stir and whisk and stir. Look, it's really thick and it's creamy smooth, not gritty. I'm going to let this simmer for 10 minutes to thicken even a bit more. Look how nice and thick this is. It's been simmering for over 15 minutes. And look, it's smooth. I'm going to put this aside and get on to our spaghetti. Our spaghetti squash. Here it is, the star of our show, spaghetti squash. It's almost 3 pounds, and I think it's enough for 2 people because it gets cut in half. The first thing I have to do, though, is punch holes along the side, slits. I don't know if I could do this. It says pierce the center of the spaghetti squash several times on all sides with a small, sharp knife. Oh, yeah, I could do it. Yeah. Take that and that. Oh, when you're angry, this is therapy. I love this. I'm not a violent person normally. Oh, but it feels good. Now it says, then microwave for 3 minutes, flipping once. Well, my microwave is so weak, I'll go 4. It's warm. Now I have to cut it in half. I have no idea how to do this. We have to start somewhere. Hey, how about if I start in that slit? Yeah. Oh dear, I'm off center. I made a course correction. Ha ha! Now I have to clean out the insides. I've got olive oil here, and I'm supposed to liberally apply this to our spaghetti squash halves. Now we're supposed to add salt and pepper. Here I've lined a tray with aluminum foil and sprayed it with non-stick spray. And now I'm going to put our pudgy pumpkins in the oven for 52 minutes. While our squalid, squishy squash are roasting away in the oven, I should let you all know the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic Miss Lulu Cheeks is about to join me here for dinner tonight, and of course I'm elated. Although there's a downside. You see, we've been seeing each other for countless years, yet she seems to see only the negatives of marriage. I need to stress the positives to her. Now it's time to get out our goofy golden gourds. They don't look like much, but hang on. I have to let them cool now for 10 minutes. Scrape flesh every which way with a fork to loosen and fluff strands. I didn't remember this, but you know what? This stuff smells good. Like a sweet potato. These have to go back in the oven. Let's put a few meatballs in each one. Can I get 6? Yeah. How about we add our creamy Alfredo sauce? Oh, that looks good. Uh-oh, it's leaking. Well, one more topping. And this is mozzarella. I can't say provolone. I'm Italian. I can't say it. Provolone. It's a combo. I think native Italians say provolone, but Italian Americans drop the endings on all their words, so we would say provolone. Let's get this under the broiler for like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, see what happens. I'm going to look in the oven and check on them. Perfect. Look at that. How nice. Nice with the meatball. Oh, I love this. It looks great. Here we are once again with the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks. And thank you so much for joining me here at my tragically troublesome trailer house. And you had a chance to zealously guzzle down my spaghetti squash with meatballs and Alfredo sauce. And I'm anxious to know what you thought of it.
Oh, it was very good. It was. I love Alfredo, and the meatballs were very tasty, and and the squash was. It was a very well balanced meal. It was tasty, and good.
Yes, thank you so much. I thought it was really rich and hearty. Thank you, Miss Cheeks. Oh, I mean Lulu. You know our dear friends Mike and Rose. They've now been married for 50 years, and Mike told me that they never go to bed mad.
Well, Rose told me that's because they stay up all night and fight.
Huh? Oh. Can I have a hug?